A 72-year-old patient sitting in my office once said to me, "Dr. Russo, I've been doing this the same way for 50 years, but lately something's wrong." He didn't suffer from any particular illnesses. He hadn't changed his medications. Yet what was silently compromising his health, his heart, his prostate, and even his ability to experience sensations was the way he practiced autoeroticism. Not the act itself, but the mode. And like so many mature men, he had no idea that he was slowly damaging his body. I'm Dr. Melissa Russo, a urologist with over 15 years of experience helping men over 60 maintain vigor, circulation, and self-confidence without shame, pills, or confusion. You've been told that masturbation is healthy, and it can be if done correctly. However, after 60, certain private habits can become harmful without any warning signs. In this video, I'll reveal the 7 masturbation mistakes older men make and how to correct them before they affect your energy, performance, or long-term health. And believe me, mistake number 6 is the one almost every man makes. Let's get started. Before we dive in, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. I share real medical insights for men over 60 every week. And in the comments, tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing our community connected from all over the world. Now let's start with the first mistake, the one that silently reshapes the way the brain and body experience pleasure. Mistake 1, using pornography as a primary stimulus. Over the years, I've greeted countless men in their 60s and 70s with the same calm confession. "Doctor, I don't feel much anymore and I don't understand why." You're not broken, you're overstimulated. You see, after 60, the brain's dopamine system, responsible for pleasure, motivation, and satisfaction, becomes less flexible. It doesn't recover as quickly as it once did. When you rely on constant, high-intensity adult content, your brain is inundated with stimulation it wasn't designed to handle. Video after video, novelty after novelty, your brain adapts by numbing itself. So even if your body is healthy, your mind stops responding as it used to. Real touch begins to feel boring. Intimacy feels distant. Pleasure becomes mechanical. And the worst part is, most men think it's just old age. It's not. It's dopamine fatigue. It's your brain's way of saying, "I can't keep up with this level of artificial arousal." If you have noticed that sensitivity or interest has faded, this could be the cause. The solution: reset your brain. Take a 14-day break from visual stimuli. Relearn pleasure through touch, breath, and presence. Let your body remember what natural arousal feels like, not the endless rush of dopamine overload. Speaking of habits that seem harmless but are not, the next mistake concerns the place where many men do it. Mistake 2, masturbating while sitting on the toilet. I know it seems harmless, even convenient. For many older men, the bathroom becomes their most private space. The door locks, no interruptions, a place that feels safe. But here's the hidden danger. That position, hunched forward, sitting for long periods, restricts blood flow to the pelvic region. And after 60, circulation is everything. Blood flow supports the prostate, erection strength, and even bladder function. But when you compress those arteries and nerves, especially while stimulating yourself, you silently damage the very systems that keep you healthy. I've seen it in my clinic time and time again. Men develop groin pain, a weak stream, post-urination dribbling, or pelvic tension, and never realize it started from sitting in that position for too long. Your pelvic region needs space and movement to stay healthy. So next time, avoid sitting or hunching over. Try standing, reclining, or even lying down. Give your body room to breathe. Your prostate will thank you. If this surprised you, the next mistake is even more common. And it doesn't concern position, but rhythm. Mistake 3, rushing the experience. One of the most damaging habits I see, especially in older men, is treating personal pleasure like a chore. Let's get this over with quickly. I hear it all the time. But when you rush, you send the wrong message to your nervous system. Your heart rate increases too quickly. Your blood vessels constrict. Your body doesn't enter that calm, oxytocin-rich state that releases healing hormones and improves your mood. You might reach the climax, but your body doesn't receive the true benefit of the release. Instead of feeling satisfied, you feel drained. Instead of energized, you feel empty. And over time, This pattern rewires your brain. Pleasure becomes superficial and disconnected. You lose sensitivity, stamina, and interest. The solution: slow down. Let every moment be intentional. Your nervous system now thrives on calm stimulation, not rapid tension. There's no longer a finish line, only connection. And speaking of connection, the next mistake involves a body part that most men completely neglect. Yet it's responsible for everything from control to safety. Mistake 4, ignoring the pelvic floor. Most men have never heard of their pelvic floor, but it's one of the most crucial muscle groups in the entire body, especially as we age. It's located beneath the bladder, prostate, and sexual organs. It controls everything from erection strength to bladder control. When it weakens, everything above it suffers. I once treated a 68-year-old man, a retired firefighter. He exercised daily and ate well, but he couldn't figure out why his sexual function was declining. The culprit: a weak pelvic floor. Years of sedentary lifestyle, stress, and disconnection from that area had caused its foundation to deteriorate. And when you masturbate without engaging those muscles, or worse, by pushing down or holding tension, you weaken them even further. This is why some men experience leakage after urinating, weaker erections, or reduced sensation. The solution: pelvic floor activation. Try this. During arousal, gently contract the same muscles you would use to stop urinating midstream. Hold for a few seconds, then release. This builds awareness, tone, and circulation. With consistency, it can restore both control and confidence. And this brings us to a question many men silently ask themselves: how often is too often or not often enough? Mistake 5, getting the frequency wrong, too high or too low. This topic makes many men uncomfortable. Some fear doing it too often. Others feel they've gone too long without it. Here's the truth: both extremes can disrupt your balance. Too frequent, and your prostate can become irritated, your energy levels drop, and your recovery slows. Pleasure becomes routine instead of renewal. Too infrequent, and you risk stagnation, poor blood flow, nerve numbness, even disuse atrophy. The body is designed for rhythm, not extremes. In my experience, for most men over 60, once or twice a week is the ideal time, if done with awareness and intention. This rhythm maintains hormonal balance, gets the blood flowing, and prevents both stagnation and fatigue. It's not about rules. It's about listening to your body. Because at this age, your body speaks softly, and your job is to listen to it. But even if the frequency is perfect, a mistake can still silently undo everything. And that's the next one, the one most men never suspect. Mistake 6, using too much pressure or force. This is one of the most harmful yet overlooked habits among older men. When sensation diminishes with age, the natural response is to press harder, squeeze harder, or use rougher surfaces. But that instinct is counterproductive. The nerves in the penis are extremely delicate. Years of excessive pressure can lead to micro tears, scar tissue, reduced elasticity, and even curvature, a condition called Peyronie's disease. I've seen men who slowly lose sensation, not because of age, but because of the trauma caused by too much friction. Force doesn't restore sensation, it destroys it over time. This also rewires the brain. Pleasure becomes something to fight for instead of something to relax into. And that tension cuts off the very circulation and hormones that create satisfaction. So, be kinder. Your body responds to patience and care, not punishment. And this brings us to the final mistake, the one that isn't physical at all, but emotional. And it may be the most powerful of all. Mistake 7, masturbating without emotion, connection, or intention. This is what breaks my heart the most. Over time, many older men stop feeling connected during masturbation. It becomes a mechanical, silent, joyless routine. They no longer do it for pleasure. They do it out of habit or loneliness. But when masturbation loses its emotion, it also loses its healing potential. The brain stops releasing oxytocin, the connection hormone that relieves anxiety and builds happiness. Dopamine no longer restores motivation. You might reach orgasm but feel empty immediately afterward. That's not age, it's disconnection. Even solitary touch can be sacred. It can be a moment of gratitude, a way to reconnect with your body, your breath, your vitality. Touch yourself not to escape, but to reconnect. Not to unload, but to renew. Your body is still yours. It still feels. it still matters. And when you bring emotion and awareness back into that space, the entire nervous system heals in ways medicine can't measure. Now that we've covered the 7 mistakes, let's break it all down into simple, practical steps. Reduce visual overstimulation. Focus on sensation and imagination rather than on screens. Change your environment. Avoid the toilet. Find a relaxed, reclined position that improves circulation. Slow down. Treat the experience as relaxation, not as urgency. Engage your pelvic floor. Gentle contractions build control and awaken nerve pathways. Find your natural frequency. Once or twice a week, done consciously, supports prostate and hormonal health. Use a gentle touch. Always prioritize blood flow and comfort, not force. Reintroduce emotion. Gratitude, breath, and connection are the most powerful performance enhancers. If you've made it this far, I want to speak to you, not just as a doctor, but as a woman who has spent 15 years listening to good men suffer in silence. You're not broken. You're not past your prime. You're simply evolving. Your body is demanding a new kind of attention based on awareness, not habit. And when you give it, everything changes. Pleasure returns, confidence returns, and the connection with yourself or a partner begins to feel alive again. Aging isn't the end of vitality. It's a change in the way you relate to your body. So slow down, be curious again. Your body is still talking. You just have to listen. If this video helped you, please like and share it with another man who needs to hear this message. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm Dr. Melissa Russo, and every week I share real medical insights to help you live stronger, longer, and more connected at any age. Because your best years aren't behind you, they're right here in the way you choose to take care of yourself.